So the big picture for this lesson is about population, samples, and hypothesis. So most of this lesson is about vocabulary. A population is an entire group. So for example, if you want to talk about Arizona, every citizen of Arizona is the population. And then a sample is a subset. So in other words, just some people that are citizens of Arizona, not the entire population. A parameter is a numerical description of a population characteristic. So in other words, it's data about the entire population. And a statistic is data of the sample. Then there's a hypothesis, and that is a claim about a characteristic of the population. So in other words, it is a piece of information that you haven't verified yet, but you're saying it. So for example, I could say 3 out of 4 people like chocolate cake, or 50 people out of 100 don't eat sugar. Whatever those are examples of hypotheses. If I'm just saying them, they're not proven. And you can test a hypothesis doing some different methods. You can do an experiment, which means you try it out to actually see what happens. And an experiment, you're actually altering something. So for example, you might be saying, okay, well, these people are going to eat vegetables, these people are not going to eat vegetables, and then you see what happens over time. An observation means you're just seeing what happens without changing anything. And so a lot of times with wildlife studies, people just observe the animals. They don't actually alter their environment when they're doing these observations. And then there's simulation. A simulation recreates a scenario for a population, and a lot of times they'll use computer software for that. So it might be something that is unsafe to try as an experiment or unrealistic to try as an experiment. Use a computer simulation as an alternative. So then in this lesson, you're going to be determining which type of method might be best. So experiment, survey, simulation, observation, those are your choices. Well, that's the big picture for this lesson.